Dandadan's Turbo Granny chase scene breaks every camera rule ever written. One Punch Man Saitama punches reality in half. 2 shows and 10 moments where animators completely lost their minds. So let's break down this madness. Number 10 goes to One Punch Man with Saitama versus Genos sparring. This looks simple, but the genius is what they don't show. Saitama's serious punch never connects, but the wind pressure alone destroys mountains behind Genos. His cape doesn't even flutter while everything around him explodes. That contrast between casual power and total destruction hits harder than any impact could. You feel the ridiculous gap in their strength without anyone saying a word. It's terrifying and ridiculous at the same time. Number 9 brings us to Dandadan with Okarun's first transformation. His body stretches and melts like old cartoon characters, but something feels wrong about it. You're laughing at body horror that should terrify you. The animators made his face melt and reform while keeping just enough human features to make us uncomfortable. That balance between disturbing and funny shouldn't work, but it does. Your brain can't decide if you should laugh or look away. It's like watching a nightmare that thinks it's a comedy. Number 8 goes back to One Punch Man for the Deep Sea King Rain fight. The rain becomes a character that responds to emotions. Heavy downpour during sad moments, lighter drops during fights, complete stillness before big impacts. The environment literally matches the story's mood, making every punch feel heavier and every dramatic moment hit harder. When heroes fall, the rain feels like tears. When they get back up, it lightens to give you hope. You're not watching a fight, you're watching the weather tell you a story. Number 7 takes us to Dandadan's Serpo alien abduction sequence, where reality stops making sense. The camera angles make you dizzy just watching. The aliens floating glide in perfect formation, while the background shifts between real locations and abstract space. You're watching a fever dream that feels authentically alien, not just weird. Your eyes can't find anything normal to focus on. Everything moves like you're underwater while awake. It's the closest animation has ever come to making you feel genuinely abducted. Number 6 brings us back to One Punch Man with Boros' ship bombardment. The scale is massive. You feel the destruction from street level and space simultaneously. Each explosion has its own personality, some sharp and quick, others slow and rolling. Every blast looks different, keeping your eyes glued to the screen while debris flies in beautiful arcs. The destruction feels both terrible and gorgeous. You're horrified by the damage but can't stop watching because it's so perfectly animated. It's like staring at the most beautiful disaster you've ever seen. Number 5 goes to Dandadan's Turbo Granny tunnel chase. This sequence breaks every rule about how cameras should move. The perspective shifts from first person to third person to impossible angles that put you inside the action and outside it simultaneously. Watch how the speed lines don't just show movement, they warp reality around the characters. The tunnel walls stretch and compress, while Turbo Granny moves so fast she becomes pure energy. The animators created motion that your brain can't process normally, so you feel the chaos instead of just seeing it. Number 4 brings us back to One Punch Man with Saitama versus Boros' final clash. That planet's surface punch burns into your memory forever. The moment of contact shows from multiple angles in seconds, revealing the impossible force involved. But the real genius is the aftermath. The planet's surface ripples like water while staying solid. Rock behaves like liquid before snapping back to normal. That combination creates visual poetry that hits harder than any explosion. You feel the power in your chest. It's the kind of punch that makes you understand why Saitama is bored with everything else. Number 3 takes us to Dandadan's Momo psychic awakening. Her psychic energy bends light in space like reality is glitching. Angry moments create sharp, jagged lines in aggressive reds. Focused moments flow in calm blues and purples. Confused states spiral in clashing colors that make you dizzy. You're reading her emotions through pure visual language without needing any words. When she's scared, the colors shake. When she's determined, they burn bright. It's like watching someone's feelings painted in the air around them. Number 2 goes to One Punch Man's Garou versus Heroes fight. This sequence flows for over 3 minutes without any jarring cuts. Every punch, kick, and dodge connects naturally to the next movement. The choreography works like combat ballet where every step matters. Garou evolves his fighting style mid-combat. Early on, he's stiff and calculated. By the end, he's flowing like water between attacks. You watch him transform through pure movement. It's like seeing someone learn to dance while fighting for their life. The rhythm builds until you're holding your breath. And number 1 goes to Dandadan's Turbo Granny vs Okarun final battle. This fight sequence shows what happens when animators throw out every rule and create something completely new. The entire battle takes place in a twisted version of reality where physics doesn't matter. But here's what makes it number 1. Okarun fights back in his own unique way, and the animation shows 2 different types of madness clashing. His movements are awkward and desperate, while hers are smooth and deadly. The contrast makes you root for the underdog while being amazed by the villain. That level of visual chaos mixed with perfect storytelling is pure animation mastery. Now both shows prove animation becomes art when studios stop playing it safe. Dandadan experiments with reality itself, creating new visual language that expands what animation can do. One Punch Man perfects traditional techniques, pushing realistic physics to impossible extremes that feel completely natural. Different approaches, same result. Pure visual insanity that stays burned in your memory forever. So drop a comment with your favorite animated moment from either show. And when you're done doing that, check out my other top 10 video I cooked up for you. And I will see you on the next one.